We are happy to have News 8 meteorologist Michelle Podell joining us to answer one of your questions.
Yeah, and today I have a question, something that we've seen a couple times across our area in the past couple of weeks. Take a look at the question. The question is from Heidi via Facebook, and she wants to know, what is a cold air funnel and are they dangerous like a tornado? Again, it's something that we've seen a couple times over the past couple weeks. This is an example of what a cold air funnel might look like. It looks like a normal funnel in the sky. Well, let me tell you how it forms before I give you a couple facts about it. There's cold air in the upper atmosphere, and it's associated with an area of low pressure. We talk about low pressure all the time on our weather maps at the surface. This is in the upper atmosphere, and that area of low pressure is essentially just an upper atmosphere circulation. So it creates that circulation up in the air. Then the cold air creates instability. So that's enough instability for an updraft to form. And what that is basically a lot of air rising really quickly up into the atmosphere. Well, that updraft helps widen the rotation in that upper level low, and then that helps create the funnel. So the process is a little bit different than a tornado, an actual tornado, because you don't usually have that cold air aloft. Now, a couple facts about these cold air funnels. Here's another picture of what one may look like. The first fact here is the definition. They're just a high-based, weak circulation that occurs in a cool air mass, which I just showed you. Now, unlike typical tornadoes, cold air funnels, they form in that shallow, cool air mass and often behind a cold front. And usually a tornado, they're going to be touched off by a front. Well, these usually form behind it, so they're not quite as dangerous. Also, a tornado warning is usually not issued for these cold air funnels. The National Weather Service, they can't usually pick them up on radar. It's not like a normal tornado where you see the signature on radar. They often form these cold air funnels with maybe a shower that pops up. So they're not really easy to see on radar, and usually a warning is not issued because they rarely touch the ground. However, if they do see one that touches the ground, they may issue a brief warning. And if they do touch the ground, only minor damage will occur. So although there may not be quite as dangerous as a regular tornado, if you still see one, you should still report it so that we can put the word out there that they are there.
I mean, you see one of those in the sky.
It looks very ominous.
It does look very, very scary. I mean, it's good you shared that, because you see that, you're going to obviously think it's a tornado.
Yeah,
so.
and that's why it's good to still report them, because if you don't know what's going on in the atmosphere right then, it may actually be a tornado.
Right?
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
right. All right, well, that's a great question. And if you have a question you would like to ask Michelle.
Well, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at News8Michelle, or you can post your question to one of our Facebook pages, our News 8 This Morning page, our Storm Team 8 weather page, or you can find my page, WKBT Michelle Podell.